welcome back. Random TV Reviews, your girl and that. Let's get into it. Quick caps. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thelma and Louise take Flint. Thelma and Louise, they end up getting to Flint, Michigan, where they were doing the camp. And Kenya got one quick glance of where the heck they were going to be sleeping at. And she saw those hospital linen and she was like, not today, Satan. Asked Phaedra, would you be offended if I got in my convertible and I drove all the way up there to the Hilton? Because right here, right now, I can't stay in this. Humble yourself, Kenya. Humble yourself. Like Kenya did humble herself. Because they took a tour of the campsite. And she actually saw where the other girls would be staying at in their sleeping quarters. And then she was like, this is cute. This is fun. And I'm like, Todd tells Portia, hey, got a little trouble at my job. Posted that video, pictures of our relationship in Ness. And, you know, I work for a conservative company. Some Trump supporters. They told me I needed to choose. And I chose you. Portia said, what? Oh no, Todd, that's not the way we were trying to do this. You know, you're trying to do it from a relationship standpoint. I got into this relationship to have a baby. This is, you're just flying by night. You can't do this. You can't make decisions like that and just quit whenever you feel like it. Oh, this just makes me feel unstable. I can't do it with you. I'm so confused, y'all. So this dude picked her over his job. I need to read up on that because I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Day 2, we see Kenya and Phaedra. They're playing around about camp. And Phaedra tells Kenya, hey, do something with them titties. Why they sitting up? And why you got on see-through pants all around these kids? I've been asking that ever since season 1. Why every time y'all around kids, y'all are so revealing? Cover the heck up. Kenya is giving all of the kids a lesson in character development. Kenya? Character development. Okay, we'll go with it. She goes on and she started giving some good points, and she started asking all the kids, have you ever been told you're too dark, you're too this, you're too poor, you're da-da-da-da-da. Most of the kids raised their hand. Then she went into the freaking twirl. You want to know what you tell the people that tell you you can't? Twirl on them haters. What? It was one little boy, he was like, you know, he gets teased a lot. Like, look, you know, I get teased for my hair and this and that, and you're my idol, Kenya. And I'm like, don't tell her that. We see Cynthia, she pulls up at Candy house, back in the truck on Candy was like, why is she backing up the hill? Well, come to find out, that goddamn Cynthia said, hey, I might be here for a while, so I'm gonna unload my wigs, my free breeze, and my cereal, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be up ahead. Oh, I said, Cynthia, for real? Febreze, cereal. Candace said, you know I do have cereal at the house, you know. Let her bring her own goddamn food. Guests bring their own food, goddamn it. You already letting them live there for free. Back at the camp, we see where the kids were actually giving their story. This is the best part of the whole freaking episode to me, where the kids were giving like a one-on-one account of their life story. And there was this one boy, I think his name was Norkio. And he started saying how he didn't have a mother or father. He basically had pictures of them, but no real relationship with them. And you could tell that was really breaking Kenya down. Then it went one by one where kids were saying, you know, their brothers and siblings, somebody had been shot in the head, you know, parents this, parents that. Now, mind you, these are kids that are victims of the Flint water crisis. And what's her name? Phaedra was able to send 150 of them to camp for free. This, for me, seemed like it was life-saving for those kids. Those kids was breaking down, and some of those kids was telling Phaedra, look, I'm so glad you did this, because basically they needed a break before they broke. I am so appreciative, even for a person that's from the outside looking in, that she was able to do that for them, because you could tell it was needed. Lord, y'all, that goddamn Bob said, hey, I screwed you over the first time we tried to go on a date, but I'm gonna try it one more again. I'm gonna try this Parisian theme date, have us a goddamn good time. So they went to the back and they started sitting there and they started reminiscing and talking or whatever. And Bob told Sheree, said, hey, I never told you before, but I really want to thank you for being such a good mom to my kids. You know, I appreciate the mom that you were to them. Basically, in so many words, reading between the lines, he was like, hey, You picked up the slack of the stuff that I was supposed to be doing. So for that, I thank you. And Sheree was like, you know what? I really appreciate him saying that because he has never said that before. Listen about how they had went to Paris and Bob got a little too fresh with somebody over there. She checked him. He got a little mad, threw a glass of wine up in her face. I said, wait a minute, Bob. Wait a minute. She threw hands on him and they ain't been welcome back in Paris ever since. Bob had some dancers up there, right? Get ready to start performing. And I said, okay, wait a minute. And this is when Bob said, I got something special planned. Something special planned for you now. Bob said, I got special performance for you tonight, baby. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Bob said, I want you to remember everything that you missed about B.O.B. sweating on you. So once they get back, Phaedra decides she wants to call Portia and check up on her. Because this is around the time that we all saw this play out on blogs or whatever. That Portia had fell out. Well, she called to say, hey, girl, you doing all right? I heard that you passed out at a mall. A mall? I didn't pass out at the mall. I passed out at a nail shop. Either way, you freaking passed out. Well, come to find out, Portia does have something going on, and she says she's been diagnosed with a disorder where she's not getting enough oxygen to the brain. This is real serious. And then Todd comes, and instead of her really focusing on trying to get healthy, getting back well, she's arguing about him about quitting his job because at the end of the day, she still wants this baby. I don't care. This is not the time to be focusing on a baby. This is the time to focus on getting healthy, getting well. Phaedra meets with all the girls that help participate in the pop-up shop so that she can send the kids to camping. And now that she and Kenya had so much fun on their trip, it was a great experience, she decides, hey, let's go glamping. All of the girls, let's just go glamping. And this is what Kenya started off with her bullshit all over again. And I'm so over this. I'm just over it. Are y'all over it? Over it. So she was like, hey, bears are not the only thing that attack in the woods. Let's talk about Portia here. Portia, can you give us an update on your anger management classes? And Portia was like, what? She was like, yeah, because the last time I talked to Phaedra said that you wanted to meet with us to give us an update on the steps that you're taking in your life because of your anger management classes. So are you here to give a testimony or no? Portia said, I ain't never said that I was going to come through and give y'all no information or no updates about how my anger management is or is not helping me. At the end of the day, if you don't do nothing to me, I ain't going to do nothing to you. And this provoked everybody else to start digging into Portia about, well, yeah, now that we're talking about anger management, how is it working for you? And everybody started jumping on it, piggyback. And Portia said, hey, I don't have enough. And she especially addressed Candy. She was like, Candy, what y'all not gonna do is pick on me and piggyback off of this and piggyback off of that. She was like, if you don't do nothing to me, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. Let it be, let it go. Then there, Portia said, hey, can you just admit you're afraid of me? Just admit that you're afraid of me and it'll be squashed. She said, hey, I'm not afraid of you. I don't been around violent people like Matt, but the difference between Matt and you is Matt ain't never put his hands on me. Yet. Can you really? Really? You dig into this chick so freaking bad, but you got a dude right here breaking out your goddamn glass, breaking windows out your car, spray painting over your surveillance cameras, but you mean to tell me that you gonna dig in this girl? So Portia had enough. Portia walks up out of there. She was like, look, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let them trigger me. I know how to walk away and let's do what I need to do. And she walks away. Phaedra goes to run after her and was like, hey, don't walk away, da-da-da-da-da. And then Kenya comes running behind Phaedra. Phaedra said, look, Kenya, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be coming behind her, which I agree too. Kenya was like, no. It's a good idea for me to go because if she's in anger management, she should be able to handle this. So now she's trying to trigger Portia into doing something so that she can yell, victim, she's angry, she's a monster. Come on now, Kenya, for real, this is what we're stooping to. You following a girl that you know that got issues with putting hands on somebody. She's heated. You know that you're not the one. But yet you want to be the one to go running up behind her, knowing at any moment now, she'll drag you up and down that street. Not street, street. Portia went ahead and left. And Phaedra called, texted her and asked her could she come back and meet with him or whatever. And eventually she did, but by that time all of the other girls had dispersed. So the only ones that was left was her, Phaedra, and Portia. And they really did have a talk about it. And Portia checked her friend on Phaedra. She was like, hey, what is this about you saying that I wanted to give an account for my anger management classes? And she was like, no, that ain't what I said. I never said that. Kenya said some things sometimes, but that's not what she said. That's not what I said and all of this. And then of course Bravo rolled camera of her telling her that exact thing. I said, oh Lord, here we go. Learn to keep up with your lies, Phaedra. Learn to keep up with your goddamn lies. The part, I forgot this. Kenya asked Portia, are you on any medication? She don't you worry about what kind of meditation I'm on. That was basically it, y'all. There wasn't too much going on tonight. I had a long weekend, so caps quicker than normal. All right, y'all, straight from the VA, the dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down.